Gallery ready. Positions please. Quiet on set. Going live. In 5, 4, 3.
Make it so, number one.
Houston, we have a problem.
I don't understand.
That is awesome. You gotta be freaking kidding me.
No, God, please, no, no.
It's Saturday morning, and you're in the right place at the right time. The Multicoloured Talk Show with your hosts, Stephen Gerald and Eddie Hastings.
Right, well, my word, a very good morning. Oh, look, you got to keep still, man. You're knocking all the scenery around. Look what you're doing here. Goodness me. Guys, sorry, we are a little bit late this morning.
The wind, it is, a bloody wind.
It's not. You sit back. Take yourself back a bit. Now come forwards. And there you go. It's all gone technically mental today. Technically mental. But we're here. So, very good morning. It is 20 past 11
We're late.
on a Saturday morning on the Multicoloured Talk. What are you doing? Look, let me do that. Has that made a difference? A little, maybe.
What a difference a day makes.
No, it's all really bad. Good morning. Got to say good morning to our very good friends on XPTV1.
www.xptv1.com.
On Facebook, Spotify and YouTube. What are you doing with the maracas?
Is that what these are called?
Is that what? Who are you?
I'm Valentino.
Valentino. I'll tell you what.
The man of love, Eddie. The man of love.
That is very scary.
Scary.
In its own way, that is. Listen, guys, sorry we're a bit late this morning.
Oh, it's all been going, innit? Bloody go.
Mental. Eileen, good morning from a cloudy Cheshire. Brenda, good morning. Had me worried we're not going to be on. We were just a few.
You were worried. I was worried.
You were ready to go.
I was going, as I saw this. I had chicken in the oven.
Good morning, Wayne. Yes, we know we're late. And I love that people are coming on and stating the obvious. You're late. Yes, we are.
We've got a note, a doctor's note, haven't we?
We have got a doctor's note. Right, guys, let's get straight into it. No messing about.
No messing.
Big problems in Little Tenerife. We've got fires all over the place. Well, actually, that's not quite true, is it, Steve?
Nah, we're talking the north, aren't we? There's not down here.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But don't say it's not down here yet. The wind changed last night.
Move your head a bit. These are a few images that are coming in from the blaze, and as you can see, it's all over the mountains and everything. We have a few technical problems here this morning, which will be sorted for next week. But you can see the extent of the fires up there, and it's not good, is it?
No,
it's not good.
It started Tuesday night, didn't it? 11 o'clock. So it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's 5 days.
Yeah.
It's 5 days, Eddie.
5 days been raging now.
Still not under control.
No.
As it says last night, a massive change. They thought they were going to get under control today. Unfortunately, the wind changed last night, Eddie. And I sent you a message last night, didn't I? When I drove home last night, you could smell it for the first time. Yeah. The wind changed to the southwestern direction, which is bringing it down this way now.
Yeah, and it's the worst, they reckon, in 40 years. I remember the last one. So I'm talking to the technical department as well as talking to you. I'm multitasking. And the last one was Santiago del Teide Masca. And that was in your area, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was right over my village.
Oh.
You know, Eddie, I think I've told you before, you know who was in charge of the fire brigade?
Yes, I do, actually. Don't tell me. The person in charge of the fire brigade at the time, he's got some sort of business now, hasn't he?
Yeah, it was me.
What's his business? Chicken. It was you. You were in charge of the fire brigade.
I was a bloody councillor, wasn't I?
You certainly was. But as you can see, guys, it is raging.
It's all over the news in the UK. The UK news have covered it. It is Sky News, the BBC. They've all been covering all the medias.
Yeah.
But they've exaggerated it a little bit, though.
They do, yes.
They gave the impression on Sky News that the whole of Tenerife has been evacuated.
Yeah.
No.
Well, there you go. Duncan's just said, morning, guys. Hopefully the fire's not going to stop them coming over on Thursday. Well, actually, Duncan, it's no change. The only change is in the area where the fire is raging. And I think about 8,000 people have been moved.
There's going to be more, Ed, actually.
Moved to safety.
There's more evacuations in order now.
Yeah.
Due to the wind changing.
Well, it will, Brenda, it will under control eventually, because eventually the fire's going to have no more stuff to burn, is it?
It's in the
And
crown.
then-
We're called the crown of Tenerife.
Yeah.
The forest fires.
Yeah.
The
But
corona, la corona.
Yeah, but when it's dealt with, right, it will just
It'll be
regenerate.
Looking at it this morning, first thing this morning, Eddie, I'm putting my money on it by Monday. They're going to give it everything, the kitchen sink today and tomorrow, and by Monday morning it should be under control. As you said, they're going to run out of area to go and fire.
Yeah.
The only thing they're fighting against is the wind. That's the
Yeah.
bloody factor, the wind.
Well, that's the oxygen supply, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there you go. Say hello to a few people. Good morning, Ian Clark, Annette and John. Good morning, Linda Stubbins. Linda and Peter watching us.
lovely.
Sorry about our technical problems
Technical
this morning,
problem.
but we'll get through it. No, I'm not the technical problem. You
Certainly not
knob.
me, is it? See, I can put
Yeah.
batteries in remote control.
Good morning, Martin Macaulay from Luton. Martin is in Luton. That means Outlaws in Gran Canaria. Puerto Magan is probably not open
Been to
tonight.
Luton.
Oh, don't you? Are you
It's
starting?
not far off Liverpool, I'll tell you.
Say
I don't know what's worse.
Harry Trodden's on his own this morning. He's turning in from work, still loving the podcast. Thank you very much. He's on about the quiz podcast.
That's what you're doing fabulous for that.
It's doing well. It's doing
gone
really,
viral.
really good. It's gone viral. Viral.
That's what I said.
You missed an R.
Did it?
It's
Right,
gone
sorry.
viral.
I'll retract it.
Good morning, Dawn Tory. She was with Jack this week, which is great. Chrissy Sheehan.
Shut it, Steve.
Yeah,
What's that
Martin McCauley said, shut it, Steve. Luton's all right. That's what he
mean? All
said.
right, sorry. No, I've been to Luton. I've been.
just-
I know what it's all like. I know what's happening.
Say no more, it's not on fire though.
Oh, God,
morning,
no.
David Miller, and good morning to Joe Roberts and Joy Cooling from Ireland. Storm Betty, wind and rain, that's what they've got coming in.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Bloody
just
August,
amazing.
isn't it? You forget it's August.
Yeah, we're going to leave these pictures up here.
Ed, another thing I've
For a
got to
little
tell
while.
you about what happened yesterday in the fire. In 2007, the Cabildo built a big water tank inside the forest.
Yeah.
Basically, it was to help the helicopters. Have you seen them with the big buckets?
Yeah.
So it was all down to timing. So basically, they've been doing since Tuesday night. Helicopters getting into the big tank and using the water. What happened yesterday is that it was the worst thing that could ever happen. The tank's pipe got burnt. So now the tank's out. Now they can't use the tank. So now they've got to go further afield.
Yeah, they're going to the sea, aren't they?
They're going to the sea now. Big uproar this morning there. People were expecting the helicopters and airplanes to be there 7:30 this morning. 8 o'clock, still no sign of any of them.
Yeah.
It was 8:35. Helicopters turned up. The airplanes turned up at 9. They was like, where have you been?
Well, we were talking about this the other day, you and I, and you had an idea to stop this ever happening again.
I come up with my ideas.
Just tell everyone your idea.
It was when I was I was the councillor of the fire brigade of Santa Altair in 2007, and when we had the big fire afterwards, my brain goes 19 to the dozen, doesn't it?
Both cells.
Both cells. And I came up with this idea during my one night of gin drinking. Why don't we put pipes into the ground like my potatoes? You know what I said to you? What do you call that?
Irrigation.
Irrigation. So you put these big pipes through the forest, and you put the soil back on, and then you got these big sprinkler things. So but the fireman can go inside to the forest, hook up, and put the fire out. If it gets too hot, one of my uncles is still a fireman. Yesterday, he told me he was fighting in 80 degrees heat.
Yeah.
Exhaustion. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
80 degrees. And that was like, you only last for so long in the forest, then you got to get out, change over. Anyway, so the idea was put these pipes in and have them all over the forest. So when a forest fire breaks out, firemen are inside the forest, hook up, they've got the water. If it's too hot, you switch it on and let it go, let the water go.
Yeah, I remember not so long
It's an
back.
idea, isn't it?
It's a great idea, really is.
Thank you.
I remember not so long back in the last big fire we had. A lot of the cause of that was because the council stopped people collecting pine cones.
It's against the law.
Well, they people was collecting pine cones, therefore taking away
Edit.
A lot of the stuff they burn.
Passed a law. They passed a law
Yeah.
to make it illegal for people to take it. And for centuries, people would take the pine cones and use
For
it.
fiestas as well.
Use it for feed for farm for the animals.
So they passed a law stopping people taking the.
Do you remember
pine-
for years you see these big trucks absolutely packed up with them?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
But yeah.
So
they stopped it.
they passed a law saying that you can't. It's
Can't take
illegal
it.
to take the pine needles.
Protected.
So they're protected, but what they weren't protected against was fire.
Yeah.
And all the pine needles that people would have taken disappeared from the forest.
So people, yeah, as you right said there, the last 3 days, people in villages, Losario, Esperanza, they're all out there taking it away.
Yeah.
Just in case the fire comes down a little bit closer.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Good thing is, Eddie, I've got to say, the good thing is no lives have been lost.
No.
No houses have been lost. The
No.
only damage we've had is a recreation area up in the mountains. It's an area used by children from all over Europe. They come, Tenerife children.
It's like a picnic area, isn't it?
It's not a picnic area. It's a recreation area. It's a swimming pool. It's got places where kids can stay. And there's a play area. It's where people come, like Boy Scouts. All European countries use it if they want. That's gone. They can rebuild it.
Of course they can.
There's no problem.
But no lives have been lost.
No lives. All animals. Have you seen the animals? Jesus, sanctuaries.
They've been full to brimming, but it's brilliant because people rally round, and they did the last time.
They did.
We had the fires, but we're going to have it. I mean, roads has had big fires. There's all over. And it's like almost like there's a change in the climate.
Well,
isn't
I'm
it?
glad you brought that up, Eddie, because somebody else mentioned that to me, and I checked out the roads fires. As we speak, they've said it was deliberately started.
Really?
Yeah, Canadian fires on at the moment started. Tenerife fires, according to the Guardia Civil, 2 days ago, they predicted it was started. It was somebody's done it. So people get climate change. Was it climate change or is it arson?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
the
know.
last couple of fires we've had here have been arson.
And
The
maybe,
tank in La Gomera.
maybe, we never will know.
No, they will know because they get investigators, fire brigade investigators coming down from mainland Spain, and they'll go into the fire and they'll find it.
So-
they got the one in La Gomera, didn't they?
Yeah.
He was arrested. He's in prison.
Yeah.
La Palma.
Yeah.
Throughout the history here, people have been caught in it.
Oh, I know.
What happened? I think we're on fire.
No, we're not on fire. We're having a few problems with our technical. You can see it. I'll show you what happens here. There you go. It's like a curtain behind us, but you know, I usually stick it over his head. It's like Harry Potter in an invisible cloak.
like that.
We'll have to do that one day. But listen, for you guys, the fire is still burning. There's about 250, 300 firemen up there fighting the blazes. We can smell it a little bit in the air, and there is a little bit of a haze in the
Down
clouds.
here. In my village area this morning,
Yeah.
as I said to you, last night I got home, you could smell it. This morning it was all just haze.
Yeah.
I thought, gee, where's the sun?
Yeah.
It's coming down, because as I said, the wind changed, so it's coming down to the southwestern area. Tracy, we're going to get on to that.
Yeah.
Tracy's on it.
Yeah.
What's happened to the sea and the beaches?
Well, I'm going to tell you. Let's move on to the beaches for a
Are
second.
we moving on?
Yeah.
Are we jumping? We're jumping around today.
Well, listen. Everyone knows we're safe, you know, and we can't report any more on the fire. It's burning. They're trying to get it under control.
they will, which they will do.
Which they will do, and we'll get back to normal. I mean, don't forget, a couple of years ago on La Palma, we had a volcanic explosion, which was spectacular, but we don't hear about that now, do we? That's kind of
It's been rebuilt. The most important thing is life, Eddie. That's
Lives.
Things can be rebuilt. As you know, the pine trees over here regrow.
Yeah.
They regrow.
Yeah.
We can rebuild the recreation centre, rebuild the houses, etc., etc.
Yeah.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
3 or 4 days, leave your house and get back. You'll be back by Monday, Eddie. Just remember that
do you
Monday.
know you look gorgeous in a red hat?
Why?
I'm just saying.
I was going to wear the fire outfit.
But
No.
bad taste.
Have you ever worn a fireman's jacket? Jesus, it weighs a ton. No, I was no way in this heat.
No.
It's 32 degrees out there today.
Yeah.
Eddie. I ain't wearing a fireman's jacket.
Right, listen, before we get on to something,
Yeah.
Tracy wants to know what's happening with the sea and the beach is closed.
Is this yours or mine?
No, you get on for this. Get on for this.
Well, it happened the last couple of days. And there's been this misty floating stuff around the beaches. So it's been on social media, and the people have been saying, "Oh, it's this microalgae thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It happens every year. Microalgae happens every year. It's all right. Don't worry about it." Meanwhile, investigations from the town hall, and yesterday late afternoon, the mayor gets a phone call from the boys down the beach. He says it's bad news. We said, "It's bad news." Due to the heavy storms we've had last weekend, do you remember the big storms with the sea? The waves.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so the undercurrents, etc. So basically, the sewerage pipe is broke. Yesterday they found out the sewerage pipe is broke. So the mayor had no other option. He's closed the beaches. Not only the beaches, he's closed the whole coastal area, apparently. Gave the order out late last night.
Yeah.
The order was close the beaches, close the coastal area until we know how safe the water is. So today, first light, there was people down there, look like the forensic people with white stuff on with little vans. They're down there checking the water. But as far as we know from the authorities, one of the sewage pipes, the main sewage pipe, is broke.
But they are working on it to get the beaches back open.
Is it sewage or is it microalgae?
Well, that's about the same, isn't it, really?
No, you can swim in microalgae, very good for your skin. But don't think I'll be swimming with other stuff.
No, absolutely not. So, there you go. What, have you got a drink for me?
I've got one. You ain't got one.
Oh, thank you. Oh, my God.
You got
Oh,
one.
look at that. My wife's bought me a coffee. Oh, I sounded like Dobby then, didn't I? Right, so there you go. That's what's happening with the beaches. That's what's happening with the fire. I feel like Harry Potter now. Ding, 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 ding. Got me wand.
You're covering over everything, haven't you? But we finished with the beaches. The same has happened in Blackpool in a few weeks ago. What, the sewage pipe broke? Yeah, but Tracy, you remember because we had the problems with the beaches in the sea, didn't we? I couldn't go to the beach last Sunday. I have never seen the sea as rough as that. Did you see the sea last week?
Well, I want to talk about that. Don't forget we're on a short show tonight because we've got to cut away at 12.
Tonight. It's the afternoon, isn't it? Bloody afternoon.
Yes. Just say hello to a few people. Good morning. Shelley Greaves, good to see you. Good. There's my sister Les. Karen Powell, good morning. And you're right, Michelle, it's good they're doing something. And it's not just good they're doing something, it's good they're doing something quickly. Because there's been enough going on this week to sink a ship, I'll tell you.
What a nightmare for a local council.
Ian Clark says he was diving in that yesterday.
The 19th of August, Eddie.
Yeah.
Spanish holiday. Packed. They're all here. Can't go to the beach.
Yeah.
No swimming pools in Los Gigantes.
Yeah.
It's just a disaster.
Yeah. Good morning, Paul King, and good morning, Rob Taverner. And Michelle says it's the honesty that she's enjoying about this. You know, people are being honest about what's going on. They could have just turned a blind eye.
Yeah.
But safety
the mayor did the right thing.
Morning,
He
Sean.
always does the right thing. He closed the beach.
Yeah.
Safety.
Yeah, super.
We're down there today. There's people down there, as I said today. They'll sort it out. See what level the sewage, how much sewage is in. Because what they've done, they switched off that sewage because we've got other outlets as well, other treatment rooms. So everything's been diverted to the other treatment rooms. So there's no more going out, Eddie. If you know what I mean.
No.
It's closed.
And
people think it's just, when they go to the toilet and you flush your toilet to there, you think it's going out to the sea. No, that's closed. They've got a system in which they've locked, and it goes now to Puerto Santiago one, which is function more or less. I still wouldn't swim in it. Anyway. What's happening?
Yeah, Brenda says I've got your pork pies on order and a special ham hock on order for me.
I'm happy to get some of that as well, obviously, aren't I?
Oh yeah, of course.
I don't want. What's a ham hock?
Yeah.
What's a ham hock?
It's the bottom half of the pig's leg.
How's that cooked?
You make a fabulous stew out of it. It's great. I'll tell you about. I'll cook it. I'll give you a bowl. That'll be good. Right. Now listen. You were talking about
I do waffle.
about the waves and everything.
Oh Jesus, it's horrendous. I like to go to the beach last Sunday for a swim and I couldn't go last Sunday.
Now this is a little film that I took outside our bar. You can hear the helicopter. In fact, it's probably a little bit loud, but
There's the helicopter, I can see it.
So there's the helicopter there, and that was hovering there for ages the other day.
Which day is that?
And
It's been out a few days.
yeah, but look, we've got the Coast Guard boat and the helicopter. Now, sadly, we lost a life, but Monday.
Monday.
Sadly,
Right.
sadly, we did lose a life. But you know something? You were just you almost hit on it there, where you said that the sea's a dangerous thing. It really is. And we've got these pools. They call them natural pools. They're not. They're built, and people sit in these pools, and the waves get up. And you were talking about how bad it was at the beginning of the week, the sea. And people will sit there and just think it's great. Oh, surely the sea's not going to get me. Well, it does, but it costs our government and the council such a lot of money to mount a rescue or a recovery. Now, you are on the council. How much does it actually cost to fly an helicopter?
I forgot to ask. I forgot to ask my uncle about that. You asked me, didn't you? I forgot. Yeah. I forgot. They've been busy, ain't they? They've been busy, haven't they?
It's not cheap.
No, it's not. No,
you see,
thousands.
If I'm going to give a little bit of a warning to anybody, it's this. It may be sunny. You may be getting sunburnt. It might be a bit of a breeze. But that's not the way the sea reacts. The sea's a force to itself. So as sunny as it may be, you may be sitting in one of these rock pools.
Yeah.
And the wave's still going to get you. Doesn't matter
how
much it is.
To hit the needle on the head. Is that what you say?
Yeah, go on.
The nut on the bolt.
Nail on the head.
Nail on the head. You know when you see police tape? Do not enter. A sign up. Danger. You know what I mean? The common man go, oh, I'm not going down there.
Yeah.
But no.
Oh, is that the sensible man?
They go under the tape and they go down.
Yeah. That's what the tape's up for.
People
really.
go on and on and on. It should be pulled down. It should be bulldozed. There should be this. It should be that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you're right, Duncan. Nothing is as strong as nature. Morning.
Oh, I know. He farted earlier on.
Oh, did you use that F word?
Don't you deny it.
Okay. Good morning, Diana Steen Brandberg. Those are our friends in Denmark.
I elsker det.
There you go. Say it.
Oh, I love some bacon. When are they coming back?
Who? Oh, I don't know.
Denmark.
I
Danish
don't know.
bacon. Can't go wrong with a bit of Danish bacon. A bit of lure
Do you know, there's so many people saying good morning to Holly. This is bloody unbelievable. She's not even...
Holly to do the show.
Yeah, she might as well.
She might as well.
Take over from us too. Say no more. Oh, Steve, are you all right? Are you okay?
Why?
How's your taters?
What's wrong with potatoes?
I don't know. Shall we have a look? Let's have a look.
My potatoes have been picked, haven't they?
Let's have a look. There, that's what they look like, Steve.
No. They used to look like that.
No, that's what they look like.
Oh yeah, that's before.
Right now, you just see.
Beautiful.
Look,
they're not flowered yet. They're not flowered.
Oh, and it looks like
it's when you know when they've flowered.
Yeah.
When they start to flower, and then they're on the way. Oh, you jumped over.
Look, Steve, that's not you.
No, I don't pick potatoes.
That's not you picking potatoes, Steve.
There they are.
And you can't be in two places at once.
No, that's not me. I don't pick potatoes.
How many did you actually pick, Steve?
13 sacks.
But how many did you pick, Steve?
I didn't pick any.
There's 4 people there.
There's more.
Picking potatoes.
Oh God, they could drink. I'll tell you.
Goodness me. Oh, look at them just waiting to be collected.
I've not put this on my fan card. I waited till today's show, Eddie.
Right.
I'll put them on tonight. There's the potatoes.
Is that all you got?
No, I've got 13 sacks. Around about 30 kilos a sack. How much is that then?
I don't know.
It's 90, that's it. 1,000 kilos.
Excuse me, is that a bucket?
That's a bucket.
How big are them potatoes?
They are big potatoes, Eddie. But the good thing is, look, there's something
there you go,
13 of those sacks, Eddie.
Yeah.
There's about,
hang on a second. Look who takes credit for all the work.
Yeah.
Just you. It's me.
Yeah.
It's me. I grew the potatoes. And that's what it looks like now.
No, the potatoes are still in there. They cut the tops off. See that?
Right, okay.
They cut because they flowered. They flowered, and then they're going to cut. They leave it a few days, and then get it because they wanted to get them out ASAP. Eddie, they could have left it a little bit longer because they're worried about the heat and the fire. We didn't want jagged potatoes in the potatoes. So yeah. And they're actually, this week, the people who've been up to the chicken shack this week, they've had the privilege of having my potatoes. You're going to have them for the next 2 months or so. And people have said, Eddie, wow, They are absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, but you have got the hospital toxicology department on standby.
We're
haven't
on
you?
standby.
They're on standby.
But the difference is, Eddie, and I've said this a million times, and you gardeners out there, you know it. You know, the last time I had my carrots, my onions, you pick the carrot out of that garden and you cook it, you taste that carrot. You taste it. You get a carrot from Mercadona. Yeah, it's orange. Yeah, it looks like a carrot. It doesn't taste like a carrot, Eddie. Potatoes. Do you know how long potatoes are in England in that bloody soup? I'm gone in one, haven't I?
Right, listen,
Oh, what?
let's
I'm
just
getting
get it.
excited.
Yeah, John Gilhooly says the helicopter costs 1,800 an hour.
Thank you, John.
So there you go. Tracy says those are big spuds.
Big, lovely potatoes,
Yeah.
Tracy. You're missing them.
Ian says more profit for you, but you've put the time in.
Yeah.
You put the work in.
Oh, yeah. They don't grow on their own, do they?
Brenda wants to know, how do you keep the potatoes fresh?
Right. No, well, if it like in England, as I'm trying to tell you, in bloody England, you could have been eating potatoes that were picked like 6 months ago. You know that, Eddie?
Yeah.
As long as you keep them in a dark place,
He keeps them in his wallet.
I can't remember all it. Potatoes will last a good time. In England, they keep them in the refrigerator at a certain temperature. And I think it's up to 8 months, 10 months. You can still be eating potatoes that were picked 8 months ago.
Yes.
So mine will be gone in 2 months. Don't worry. The amount that Ian Clark can eat.
Are yours genetically modified?
No.
Okay, so that moves on to the next question.
Yes.
Chris Fry, which is a great name,
Great name.
wants to know what the name of the potato is.
Chicken Shack.
No, there's got to be a strain. Are they King Edwards, Maris Pipers,
No, I'll tell you that. They're called in Spanish blancos.
whites?
Whites.
Yeah.
They're whites. Lovely big white potatoes.
All right.
And also, Eddie, have you been in? You have been in this week.
Yes, I have.
You've tried them.
Yes, I have.
And honestly, Eddie, did you taste the difference?
Yes, I did.
Right, there you go. And everybody's been in. Ian Clark and Lisa, they're in tonight. They're in for a treat. An absolute treat. Having real potatoes.
I've never seen anyone quite so animated
Yeah, because-
and excited about potatoes.
Yes, Eddie, I'm ready for another
Have you
lockdown.
took some home and mashed them
No, yeah.
with butter and milk and...
That's coming this weekend.
All right,
Because
okay.
I'm off tomorrow, haven't I?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I've
Oh,
got
yeah.
some lovely sausages. I can't remember who brought them over. Beautiful sausages. Was it Tracy? Anyway, I'm having that with mashed potatoes and gravy and fried onion.
How lovely. You'll have to tell me what it's like. Tracy says, save some for me, Steve. Wayne says, hello, Holly. I've got that bottle of wine for you to try. And Chris Fry says, apples,
Stop them.
stop them rooting. What does that mean?
Rotten means rotten.
Oh, rotting.
Yeah, apples.
rotten.
My apples are coming out. Do you remember last year I made me apple pies? Do you remember that one?
Yes.
Yes, well,
Very
that'll
good
be
as well.
happening. That'll be happening in about 2 weeks' time. I'll send you pictures of it. I'll be making me lovely fresh apple pies. A little sprinkle of cinnamon and a few
Do you know, I've got to
sultanas.
say, do you know what's happening here? We're turning into a Monty Don program.
No, I'm turning into the good life.
Yeah,
Do you remember that?
yeah.
Ollie's a bloody donkey.
Oh, brilliant. Brenda Baxter says, ooh, will we get to try them?
Depends when you're over, Brenda.
Yeah, say no more.
When they go, don't they?
Well, then you just plant some more. You've got an empty field now. You've got to leave
No,
that
but you.
for a while.
Yeah, but leave that.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to put more turnip in.
Turnip. Good morning, Steve. Have you got me booked in for Tuesday night for 6 people, says David Harris. And suddenly we've gone from a gardening show to a reservation
No, David.
system.
I don't know.
He's got to look at his diary now. He's 27, Steve, you're about to book our table. Oh, we've turned into a reservation service now.
Anybody over this month and next month are having my potatoes.
Right.
Right, so don't panic.
Well, we're not panicking. We're
Yeah, Chris
certainly
is
not.
my brother. He's the same age, same date of birth, just different mothers,
Oh, there you go. Same father.
allegedly.
All right, okay. Right, we've got about 10 minutes left and then we're going to be cutting away from XPTV1, sadly, but that's down to technical problems. But we love XPTV1, don't we?
I watch it now and again.
I'll watch it. It's
When
great.
I've got time, there's no time.
I like Monica, she's good, she's cool. Jimbo and Jackie.
You would do, wouldn't you?
Yeah, say no more. BBC, she is, mate.
Ex-BBC.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
Top highbrow bird.
well, Darren was talking about getting me on a different show.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I tell you the truth about that?
Is he winding me up?
No, he's paid for you not to be on this
Is
show.
that what it was?
Yeah.
I meant...
Do you know when you move to a different department
Yeah.
and they say
Yeah.
it's a promotion?
Yeah.
That's what you just being
I mean,
side
sideline that.
sidestep, mate. Sidestep. Arm onwards and upwards.
Because I just thought Michael Barrymore's having a comeback. I thought I'm going to have a comeback.
Well, you can't, can you? You ain't got a swimming pool.
I put, that's true. I've got my potatoes there.
Yeah, you got your potatoes in there. Good morning, Wendy Johns. There's the
the magistrate.
the magistrate's on.
We've not mentioned her today. We don't need a judge today, do we?
No, we don't. I've got to tell you, if you remember this from last week,
Oh, that bloody Crooked House
Crooked
story.
House, I'll tell you, it's gone. The story's
It's got
gone
worse, isn't it?
mental.
It's got worse.
It's gone absolute. We're not going to spend a lot of time on it. It's just that the police are investigating. And we think,
Investigated.
the
Bloody
thing-
arson.
yeah,
I found out that he booked a bulldozer a week before the fire.
yeah.
So the bulldozer
Brilliant.
pulled down illegally.
You
They've been done.
You couldn't make it up.
You
could
could,
you?
I told you last week. I'm telling you again. That's going to be rebuilt, Eddie.
Well-
Well, says no. It's going to get rebuilt.
Well, listen, we did have the website address
Dudley, bloody Dudley.
where you can sign the petition to have it rebuilt. But this is the interesting thing, because
oh, yeah.
out of every disaster, there is a silver lining, don't you think?
Yeah.
So here's the silver lining. Crooked House bricks for sale on the internet, ranging between £10 and £50. So someone, somewhere, is making a profit. Now, my theory is it's the people that bought the Crooked House are selling the bricks to fund their legal costs.
Well, they're going to prison.
You reckon?
The Taylors. They're called the Taylors, the family.
They're
They're like the Clampets of Dudley.
Well, they were actually in the
holiday.
news again today.
Yeah, bugging off on holiday.
Foul-mouthed rant while they were in Corfu. But hey, what can you do? So there's a little bit of a silver lining in the cloud.
Well, they got it
I
prison, Eddie.
think.
There's no doubt about it. They set
Yeah.
light to it. They had a bulldozer the week before, so the fire brigade was stopped because they put gravel on the road. They couldn't get down. They had to connect hoses to this. So fire brigade put it out. The side walls were still up, and legally they can't pull it down unless they get permission from the council. What did they do? Bulldozer straight in and knocked it to the ground.
Yeah.
Illegal. So they're being
Illegal.
charged.
Yeah, which is okay and fair and rightly that they should.
Apparently,
be.
allegedly, one of your friends told me that there are well-known criminals around that area, and I don't know.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly,
Right.
we've got to use that word, haven't we?
We have to say allegedly.
legal reasons.
For legal reasons. I have no idea what's going on
What's going on?
the chat at the moment.
Why?
Oh, well, Wendy says, good morning, lads. Chris says, good morning, Wendy. Wendy says, good morning, how's you be? All clear now. Wendy says, yeah, ye first. Kiss, kiss, kiss. It's like there's a secret code going on, and we need someone from Bletchley Park, where they did the Enigma files.
Oh yeah, he was gay, wasn't he?
Yes, everybody's gay.
Allegedly.
No, they're
It's
not.
all about gays. Football's on tomorrow, isn't it?
They're not all gay.
Oh, they are.
Get away.
They come on. You see them in the ton. They're all lining each other up.
Well, I'll be watching it.
Ponytail football, we're calling it.
I will.
You're what? You're got on tomorrow, haven't you?
No.
Have you not? All right. Don't tell anybody.
No, keep it quiet. It's in my living room.
I'm going out. I'm going out tomorrow.
I'll tell you what, though, isn't it kind of sad
What's
that 1966 we won the World Cup, 1966, and it's took all that time for us to get to a World Cup final again, and the girls have had to come and show the men how to do it.
I'm not.
Big up on you girls.
Can I just say something, Eddie?
Hang on, I want to give the girls a fanfare. Come on, guys. See, took the girls, yeah.
Can I just say something, Eddie?
Yes, you can.
Because, I live in a little bubble.
You live in a bubble.
Yeah. I've lived here 40 years, Eddie.
Yeah.
And I've been saying to my Spanish friends about Sunday morning football.
Yeah, because they're playing Spain, aren't
Playing
they?
Spain.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
No.
They had no bloody idea. They didn't know they had a women's football team. They didn't know they were in the bloody final. They've no idea. They don't care.
Yeah.
And I said to some English people, if England win, right, if you know that if the Spanish people care, they'll drive around in the cars and beep the horns, won't they?
Yeah.
Won't they? I don't think they will.
Yeah.
They don't care. Spanish mentality still believes that you bloody women deserve to belong in the kitchen. Cooking, washing, ironing, looking after kids. You don't have time to play football. Never mind grow a ponytail.
You are so
No.
sexy.
No, not me. It's the Spanish, isn't it? I'm speaking for the nation,
Can I
Eddie.
tell
I'm speaking
you-
for Spain here.
Can I tell you something?
What?
I've got to say,
Say
I
it.
think it's great. And I'll tell you what I think is
What's great?
I think it's great. Don't forget, football has forever been traditionally a man's sport. That's it.
Yeah.
And it's took the women's game such a long time to develop. And I think it's absolutely brilliant that at least now men are taking an interest in the women's game.
I've got another question.
Oh,
I've got another question. Yeah.
Go on then.
So, Eddie, I'm sitting here, I'm thinking to myself, why is there so many lesbians play football, girls' football, and they're all out the closet, aren't they? And then I look at English Premier League football, and the players only come out the closet after they leave the football. They never come out the closet while they're actually playing. So why? I don't understand that.
I do. I totally understand it.
Do you?
Yeah,
So why
no,
do the women come out the closet? They're all lesbians. They're all lesbians anyway. So
Yeah.
the men don't. They come out the closet after they leave.
no,
How
no.
many openly gay footballers in the Premier League?
Well,
A couple?
No,
I mean-
not many. Do you know why though?
Why?
Because they're all perverts and they like to go into the shower rooms and have a quick look when they think nobody's watching them.
I think
And
so.
I think so, mate. You should have been a footballer.
Oh, I've been a great footballer.
Yeah, or a rugby player in that
Oh
big
no!
bath at the end.
Oh no! I don't think I could play rugby. Eddie.
Do you know?
Not with my nose.
Yeah.
No.
George and Cliff never did something apparently. Come on, the Lionesses tomorrow. Bring it home.
What's that mean, Josh and Cliff never?
I have no idea.
I think are we on the right channel? You got somebody else's channel's messages up here.
Glen Road, top of the morning, Arthur. You don't know who that is. That's a good old
I
friend.
don't know who
of mine.
any of them are.
Oh, of course I do. Glenn, he's been there. He's been my mate for years. And he's always called me Arthur. I don't know why.
Don't know why.
Don't know where it comes from.
Don't know where. Don't know
But
why.
I see more photos of his dog Millie on Facebook than any other dog anywhere. It's got to be the most loved and pampered dog ever in the history of dogdom. Oh, there you go. Ian Clark says, I'll drive around tomorrow blasting the horn if England win. I think it's great. I'm looking forward to the game. Playing Spain, so it's... I remember when England played Spain in the final of one of the World Cups.
Here we go.
And, yeah, but the Spanish won and they came for a fight. And all the lads in the pub walked out with bottles and the Spanish are going, oh, here we go. And they just put a bottle in their hand and says, well done. And the lads are like, well, thanks. And we just had a fantastic afternoon. Yeah, listen, we're going to cut away from XPTV1 in a moment because of scheduling.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's not our fault, is
Yeah.
it?
And yeah, John's quite right. Very sad we lost Michael Parkinson.
Yeah, we'll be doing that in a minute. We're just
Oh,
going
are
to
we?
cut away from
Are we staying
XPTV1.
on?
We'll stay on for 10 minutes. It wasn't their fault.
No.
It was a technical problem which still exists.
Still exists.
That I'm going to sort.
That we're going to fix.
And I've got to fix the back sheet and I've got to do the lighting. And you know what this is all because of? Because of your potatoes.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Have I overloaded it?
Yeah, you've overloaded the system with your potatoes. So many thanks to our friends on XPTV1,
www.xptv1.com.
on Facebook, Spotify and YouTube. Apologies for cutting away, but it would be great if you came and joined us next Saturday morning on the Multicoloured Talk Show. So, for our viewers on XPTV1, have a great week. Bye. But for our viewers
Yeah, we're
still
staying.
here, we're staying for 10 minutes.
I love that.
So, but you got to do it professionally.
Oh, you got to do it professional. I
You
love that.
can't
That was it.
leave.
We got rid of them. So
You
it's
can't-
just us.
You can't leave
So we can-
XPTV1 hanging like
So we
that.
can talk more about lesbians, everything that.
No, we can't.
Okay, all right.
No, we can't. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, Duncan's coming over on Thursday.
Yeah, I know. He's bringing me. Come here. He's bringing me something.
Yeah, I think Jack's bringing you something. I'm not sure. Look at us both drinking tea at the same
I know
time.
mine's finished. So Holly. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
That's the cups that
Yeah.
Lisa and Ian gave us.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've
Still
got
use
mine.
ours,
Yeah,
don't
I've got
we?
ours. There you go, Lisa
Yeah,
in here.
thank you.
And I've got my Lisa in here mug with me as well.
Yes.
My glass.
People do look after us, don't they?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a funny old world, though. It's a funny
Do you know
old
what?
world.
I've got to say, I think I'm quite privileged to know the people I know.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
fabulous. Because we don't live in a real
Yeah.
world, do we, Eddie?
Lisa just says this is a visual lock-in.
Yeah, it could be.
Right, let's have a look what John says. Since the sad death of Michael Parkinson, I've been catching up with some interviews. Apart from the very famous ones like Billy Connolly, Muhammad Ali, there's some other crackers like Peter Ustinov.
I remember that.
And John Cleese.
Cleese.
Oh,
But the most famous one was the emu, wasn't it? That's got to
Yeah.
be the emu.
yeah. I met him once.
But the emu.
No, Michael Parkinson.
Did you? I didn't know this. You kept that quiet.
I used to work.
What's she shouting? What's she shouting?
Sure, shall. We're on air.
What's she say?
We'll talk about it later.
Alright.
No, I was. We do know a lot of people actually, but I was working for a company called Barclay Walbrook at the time, and they were called the In-House Innovators. It was quite a big company, and it was in insurance.
Right.
I never did any well, but I went to a conference in, I think it was Slough, in London.
Why,
London
mate?
Way.
Now, yeah.
And they booked Michael Parkinson, and do you remember Janet Brown, the impersonator?
Oh, she was good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
liked her.
they'd booked them, and because I was with Barclay Walbrook, who had funded the day, we had a meet and greet with them.
Oh.
Lovely bloke. And his job was literally to do his TV programme, but talk to the big execs in the insurance industry.
He was a legend, though.
I think-
Saturday Night TV, Michael Parkinson.
Oh yeah, and then he moved to ITV
No, I just remember on TV.
on
Eddie.
BBC.
I don't know what it is. I mean, every channel's the same to me.
Oh well,
All the channels that are available.
other channels
But
are available.
that was
yeah.
Saturday Night TV, Eddie, wasn't it?
Well, do you know, Saturday night TV used to be
Bloody good.
staple diet. I mean, you'd work all week, you'd come home Saturday afternoon. It started with World of Sport. Yeah, you'd have World of Sport on Dickie Davies, and then Kent Walton with the wrestling.
Oh,
And
Big
then-
Daddy, Giant Haystacks.
Yes, and then you used to get the
results.
The results.
The results.
And you could always tell who'd won.
Yeah, because the
And the
tone.
voice went up.
Yeah,
there.
the tone.
Like Blackburn 3, no cutter. No. No.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
yeah.
Can't remember who used to do that. And then after that, it was just like the start of Saturday night TV, and people were fighting. No, this is not Carlos. No, Ian said you haven't done the Carlos. No,
Oh, no.
no, this is not Carlos.
I'm Valentino.
It's Valentina. Carlos may well be back next week if he can find the black hat.
No, I've got the white tie. I can't find the white tie.
Right.
I've got, yeah.
Yeah, the pools, bullseye, because you got to beat a bit of bully. And that was Central TV, that was Bullseye. Yeah, we used to get all that. And Saturday was kind of like, it was staple, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was, I'm used to fight for the channel.
Can I just say what it was? It's people phoning on this. We're
People
on live,
phoning.
eh? We're bloody live. Don't call them. You know what? You know what you used to call it, Eddie?
Yeah.
Family time,
Well, yeah, absolutely.
which nobody has anymore because the kids are up the stairs playing the computers. You know what I mean? The old man's there watching porn. She's on the whatever. People don't come together family time anymore, do they?
Jukebox jury.
That's just for you old people. We've moved on.
No, excuse me. I mean,
moved on.
Don't forget, it started Saturday night at the London Palladium.
Oh, I like that.
And Bruce Forsyth used to do
I
that.
loved it. And the other one I loved was the good old days.
Glenn says, I've always started that fire. I didn't start the fire. It was always burning since Monday morning. So there you go. Generation Game, that was a classic. Absolute classic, that was.
Saturday night.
I didn't like the Generation Game so much when Larry Grayson did it, but there you go.
Oh, shut that door.
New faces.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was happy to play for a penny or two a show till a fella in a black sedan. Live at the Apollo. That's a bit more recent, isn't
Yeah,
it? A bit more
Opportunity
recent
Knox
than-
was there, Huey
Opportunity
Green.
Knox.
There was just great Saturday nights, Eddie.
It was, and going back way in time, there was, What was the Sky's the Limit?
Sky's the Limit.
What was that Open the Box one? Oh,
Open
boy, I
the
don't know.
box. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
They were all there, Eddie. So how come you went from potatoes to talking about TV shows again?
Oh, no, we're talking in a language that we understand now.
No, you understand it.
Well, Glenn.
You understand it.
Oh, my old mate.
The bloody clangers. Get out of it, Doctor Who. No.
Doctor Who, great stuff.
No, they were early door stuff.
Britain Boo started the clangers. Let's talk to him in clanger.
God. That was early doors, Eddie.
Yeah, but you know
That was
something.
during the week.
You know something.
Not Saturday night.
For some strange reason, so kids understood that. And he went down the road. Kids understood it. It was just like we understood Bill and Ben.
Oh,
Flubble, flubble,
Flubble,
blubble, blubble, flubble, blubble, blubble.
and Mary Mungo and Midge.
Mary Mungo and Midge.
They looked up the flower, the tower block, didn't
Did they? Oh yes, they
Mr.
did.
Mr. Ben used to go in the door. Oh, John can't give one line, can he? He just...
Yeah, it's great. I like reading them. I'm going to collect all of John's and put them into a book.
Yeah, we
My
should do.
company's office in Notting Hill Gate was round the corner from a fish and chip shop restaurant called the Gales. I was in there one Friday lunchtime with my business partner. Then in walked in Michael Parkinson, Jimmy Hill, George Best, and plonked himself down on the next table. Afternoon, lads. Do you know, it's little things like that that you meet people, and people are icons. Let's be honest. Yeah, kids understood the Teletubbies, but people are icons, and you just don't expect them to walk into a restaurant.
It's like us.
If,
like us, Eddie.
if you're
It's
into
like
if you're into football, Liverpool striker Jan Mulby, he walked into our bar the other week.
Don't
Well,
know
it's
him.
been a couple of months now.
Don't know him.
No, you don't have to, but you're not into football, are you? So Jan Mulby was in our bar, and and then Bradley Walsh was in the Island Paddy a few months ago, and they just walk in. You never expect it, but then again, you don't think they're going to come in your bar because they go to the top places, don't they? Bill in the
They've
back.
got the top places. They've got the 60s bar, Eddie.
Yeah, we're not doing that, Glenn. It's not a dirty show. Yeah, we could block you for that.
Yeah.
You could have said, if that smells, I'm going to kick you out. Magic roundabout, buying time for bed. No.
I'm down here talking about potatoes, about the fire, about the crooked house.
Oh, yeah.
And you lot just
Totally.
go on and on about bloody...
Opened a bag of worms, haven't I?
bloody good old days.
Well, if you just want to talk about potatoes, not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
We've done taters. We've covered taters. We've covered the fire. Yeah, Jasper Carrot, he used to be on, didn't he? He was great. Bob.
Don't like him.
His name was Bob.
Funny accent.
What you mean, like a Birmingham accent?
Was that what it was?
Yeah, really.
Oh,
At least he didn't sound like a Scotsman with potatoes. Right, let's... Guys, I've got to say, we are totally sorry that we were 10 minutes late today, but, you know, it happens.
It happens. Buses are late sometimes.
Yeah, the golden shot, left a bit, right a bit.
Yes.
Anne Aston used to be on the golden
I
shot.
don't know.
You don't know nothing.
He lived here. I told you that last week. Benny the Bolt
Bernie the Bolt.
lived in Los Giantes.
Really?
We quite a few people lived in Los Giantes, quite famous people years ago in the 80s.
Yeah.
Big list of them.
Yeah. The most famous person that lives in Tenerife at the moment is a man who has a chicken shack.
Who said that?
You?
Oh right.
I said it just.
Oh right.
It was me. My own personal private thoughts.
You do it.
I know. Right, guys. We're going to shoot off now. We're a little bit late just because we were 10 minutes late, but I will sort all of the technical problems
All
out.
the technical problems next week, and hopefully with some great news about the fire. Everybody be back at home by then. The seas calm down. The seas are a bit calmed down now. They've fixed the pipe and the sewage. The beaches will be still open, and summer will carry on.
Say it, Glenn.
Eh?
Glenn Fiddick.
Glenn.
That's his stage name.
Glenn Fiddick.
Glenn Fiddick.
That's a whiskey.
Yeah, that was his stage name. One of the funniest blokes I ever worked with.
I thought I was the funniest bloke you ever worked with.
No, one of us. One of.
All right, okay.
One of. No. Don't be getting upset, mate.
Yeah,
Don't be getting upset. Don't be getting. What's Wendy on about? Jasper Carrot was great. Do you want a good hiding? You're being threatened, pal.
Me?
Yeah, by Wendy.
No, when did me and Jasper Carrot's catchphrase was, do you want to go hiding?
No. You said he had a funny accent and what have you. You were therefore having a go at Jasper Carrot. Wendy, in turn, he's having a go at you.
Wednesday's not got a funny accent, she's the
Not
magistrate.
Wendy, what's the matter with you?
Jasper Carrot, the funny accent.
Oh, I think the tablets are wearing off, to be honest.
Nando's is coming to town, yeah, that over my dead bloody body.
Yeah, you never know, do you? You never know.
Never.
But Shein, whatever you call them.
Who?
It's a clothing manufacturer or seller online. They're coming to Spain. Guys, gotta say... that didn't quite work well, did it?
Yeah.
There you go. Gotta say, guys, it's been great to see you on Facebook,
Yeah.
Spotify, YouTube,
Everything.
Multicoloured Talk Show. Apologies for the
Apologies.
WhatsApp. Just gotta say before we go.
Gotta go.
No, before we go, gotta say, guys.
I'm going to Barbados.
Don't worry about the fires. We're safe. They will be out. And that's it. I've not been Steve Gerald from the Chicken Shack with sackfuls of potatoes.
Yeah, and I'm not been Eddie Hastings from the 60s bar.
But you have been Valentino. Yeah. We'll see you next Saturday morning.
Yes, because we're not on XPTV. It's just you and me now, isn't it? It's just you and me.
And me.
Oh yeah, us and them.
Okay.
I'm going.
Yeah. We'll see you next Saturday morning for another edition of the
Multicoloured
Multicoloured
Talk
Talk Show.
Show.
Bye.
You've been watching the Multicoloured Talk Show with Steve Gerald and Eddie Hastings.
I don't understand.
That is awesome! Don't forget to subscribe, like us, and set your notifications.
God help us all.